Premier Heating and Air has rebates on new units starting at $1,000. Indoor air quality products are free with the purchase of a new unit, and all types of financing are available for new units and for repairs. Premier Heating and Air, a locally owned and operated company. Log on to dublin.premierishere.com or call 478-300-2633. And for a limited time only, enjoy a one-time exclusive offer for new customers with our dispatch fee waived on your next repair. So call or log on today. Premier is here.
I am Kathy Aaron. I am the Institutional Advancement Officer here at the college. I work with the foundation, and we raise funds for events like this. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce our Vice President of Academic Affairs, Michelle Strickland, who is substituting today for our President, who could not be here.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of President Erica Harden, I would like to welcome you to Oconee Fall Line Technical College's 26 Tools for Outstanding Occupational Leadership Students program. We're excited that you have joined us. The college is delighted to announce this year we have 17 outstanding students who will receive the tools necessary to jumpstart their careers. These students were nominated by their faculty members. They were interviewed by business and industry leaders and foundation trustees, and then were selected by a committee to receive their awards today. You will be introduced to each of the tools recipients by the instructors who nominated them, and also hear a few personal comments from the student from the perspective of the instructor. At this time, would any foundation trustees who have joined us and board of directors members please stand? Please join me in thanking them for their service to the college. Event sponsors and donors, will you please stand as I call your name? Sponsor, the Louis and Evelyn Livingston Family Foundation. Donors, Morris Bank, Fairview Park Hospital, Smurfett West Rock, and the OFTC Foundation. Please thank these individuals for their work. It is now my great pleasure to introduce the chairperson of the OFTC Foundation, Catherine Wilcox, who will say a few words.
All right, good afternoon. As chairperson of the foundation, I'd also like to welcome you to the 26th Tools program. The foundation is pleased to offer this program as one of its oldest and most distinguished initiatives of the year, and my personal favorite. As Vice President Strickland stated, thank you to our sponsor and our donors. Without your support, we wouldn't be able to be here today and offer these tools to the students. It makes a huge impact in their lives, in their families' lives, and in our community in general. So thank you again. As Vice President Strickland stated, one of the steps in the application process is for each applicant to go through an interview process. I'd like to thank the judges who served that day for the interviews, and please stand when I call your name. Clint Jones, Foundation Trustee and Representative of Lawrence County. Bucky Dixon, Representative of Morris Bank, and myself, Representative of the Louis and Evelyn Livingston Family Foundation, Morris Bank, and OFTC Foundation. So thank you. I'd now like to bring up Jeff Brown, Vice Chairman of the OFTC Foundation. He's going to say a prayer, and we'll get started with our program. Thank you.
Please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, we ask that you bless this food that we share, a sign of your goodness to us. Bless those who prepared it, who serve it, and keep us ever mindful for those who go without it on a daily basis. May our meal and our celebration nourish our bodies and strengthen the bonds that unite us. Thank you for travel mercies here today, and we ask the same for those as we return to our respective places. Lord, we ask that you bless our tools recipients as they go out into the world to continue to make a name for themselves. May each of them enjoy prosperity in all that they do. We pray all this in the precious name of Jesus. Amen. I take a moment now to introduce Foundation Trustee John Wilson as we move into the program.
Thank you, Jeff. I don't have a speech, so we'll get right to it. I have the privilege of introducing these instructors and students, and I appreciate y'all having me here today. So to start, I'm going to ask Lee Radney, Air Conditioning Technology Dean, to introduce student William Fuller.
Good afternoon. On behalf of his instructor, Bradley Huckabee, it's my honor to introduce William Fuller as the recipient of the Tools Award for Air Conditioning Technology. This award is presented to a student that has exhibited a strong work ethic, an eagerness to learn, a willingness to assist others. William has demonstrated all of these qualities and has represented OFTC well in each of his endeavors. He has twice been given the opportunity to compete against other HVA students at the Skills USA state level competition, where he brought home third place both times. After graduation, William plans to continue working his current position and eventually would like to start his own business in the field. The tools he is being awarded will be a great asset both now and in his future endeavors. I would like to also thank all the donors that made this award possible. Your investment in our students is a testament to your dedication to our community and to the industry that y'all serve. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to call Kelly McAdams, Associate of Science and Nursing Instructor, who will introduce student Sarah Barlow.
Good morning. I'm not Kelly. She's over there. She's a little camera shy. But I'm Tina Jackson, the other instructor for the Associate of Science program. It's my honor to present to you the very first recipient of the Tools Award for the traditional Associate of Science and Nursing program here at OFTC, Miss Sarah Barlow. Sarah struggled with finding time to pursue her education as a single mother to her now 6-year-old son. With help from her parents, she was able to finish her core classes in time to apply for the ASN program. From day one, Sarah has demonstrated commitment to the program, perseverance, and a desire to care for others, a deep desire. She has excelled in both the classroom and the clinical setting. When she first came into our program, she had no healthcare experience at all. She has since obtained a job as a nurse extern at Fairview Park Hospital, where she has already received recognition for her caring spirit. Sarah will be an excellent addition to the nursing world and will make a difference no matter where she decides to work. Sarah will complete her nursing degree in May and plans to continue working at Fairview Park Hospital. The tools that she is receiving through the Tools Award today will help her take the next steps in her nursing journey. We would like to thank the Foundation for your generous donation for this award into the nursing world. Thank you. Sarah Barlow.
I'm Brian Bazemore, President and CEO of Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County. We would like to invite you to come by and experience a welcoming banking environment. Come by today and have a cup of coffee and let us talk with you about our many products, savings accounts, checking accounts, CDs, and our many loans. You're more than just a number to us, you're family. Come by today, Community Bank of Dublin-Lawrence County, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Well, trucking is a 7 days a week, 24 hours a day operation. So there's a tremendous need for the logistics field, for drivers and mechanics to work on. Fred had a desire to be a mechanic. We encouraged him to seek some additional training that's offered through OFTC, which he did. What he learned at OFTC has just taken his job and his performance to another level.
I'd like to introduce Bill Adams, construction management instructor, who will introduce student Blake Clements.
Good afternoon. My name's Bill Adams. I'm the construction management instructor, and I nominated Blake for the Tools Award. I've known Blake for about 2 years. He was our first student that we enrolled in our new program in construction management. From the very beginning, Blake exhibited his willingness to learn and his leadership skills. When our program began, Blake was there to help put equipment together, including racks for our wood storage. He helped with tools and storage, organizing our tool room. He basically did everything that needed to be done without being asked to do it. He worked hard on his book work and his tests, and his grades reflect that he did an excellent job. He created competition grade-wise among the other students, with each of them trying to outdo the other. His leadership was evident in the lab as well. Blake often helped other students who were learning about tools or becoming familiar with various construction concepts. We try to instill in our students that as they go through class, that they'll always be training somebody. If they move ahead, they'll be training somebody. Blake just did that naturally. He exemplified what we were looking for. As a testament to his dedication, he was often at school outside of when class demanded he be there. He was working on projects to increase his own skills. He did all of this while carrying a full-time job at Parker Aerospace and continuing to advance there. He worked hard to be our star student, and I would say he achieved just that. He has the ability and the determination to do whatever he sets his mind on, and I would certainly consider him an ideal candidate for this Tools Award. So, Blake.
Next, I'd like to introduce Jennifer Island, diagnostic medical sonographer instructor, who will introduce student Courtney Brooks.
I'm Jennifer Island, the sonography program director, and I'm recently out of a boot, so I can take steps. It is my honor to introduce Courtney Brooks. Courtney is a recent graduate of the diagnostic medical sonography program. She completed the program with the highest achievement of being double registered in both abdominal extended and obstetrics and gynecology with the American Registry of Diagnostic Medical Sonography, so double board certified. I asked Courtney what I could share with you about her. You see, Courtney has a big overcomer story. She was headed down the wrong path and ran into trouble with the law when she was younger. She said, "I'll always know my praying mama laid me on the altar and Jesus saved me." Courtney said her path was dark, but she had hope. The road was certainly not easy. She had to earn everyone's trust and overcome a bad reputation. That's hard to do in a small town. She had to lean on others and learn to ask for help. Courtney found herself at OFTC, 8 months pregnant. She says from day one, every instructor has been God sent. She has felt supported every step of the way, and the road was hard, but she was focused on one thing at a time. Courtney is now employed in our local communities as a PRN sonographer. She also volunteers in our scanning lab and is actually our new scanning lab assistant. And Courtney hopes to mentor others who are in similar situations to hers. She wants to give back and provide the hope and support that others gave her. I'm excited for Courtney to receive the Tools Award. She has overcome and persevered. She has raised her 2 small children and maintained great grades throughout the program. This will set her up for success in her new career. Thank you so much for the OFTC Foundation. You truly make a difference in the lives of our students.
I'd like to introduce Mark Stewart, electrical controls systems instructor, who will introduce student Grayson Maxwell.
You know, it's a real pleasure to be able to do the things that we do, to be able to interface with young people the way, well, young people and some older people as well. But to see young people come in every day. Grayson has a great attitude. He is very servant-oriented. He's, also, not only is he a student, he has a job as well, and he's also just completed his Mod 1 Georgia firefighter, so he's a volunteer in his community as well. It's a very good thing to do. He's great at class, pays attention to what he's doing, he cares about what he's doing, he's detail-oriented. Several times I've had to add classes to his schedules, which is a really good thing. I mean, you're making progress, you're going in the right direction. He's already had the pleasure of talking to a couple folks over here already, so he's got a bright future ahead of him in the skilled trades. Grayson, congratulations.
Next, I'd like to introduce Ryan Scarborough, industrial maintenance instructor and mechatronics instructor. He's going to introduce two different students, Devontae Brown and Nathan Galtney.
Well, good afternoon. It's my honor to introduce both of Devontae Brown as the Tools Award recipient for industrial maintenance, and Nathaniel Galtney, he goes by Cole. I've had the pleasure of, when I was a student, they were taking classes with me, and so I had the honor of basically seeing them on both sides of the student and instructor sides of the things. And they both represent the values of OFTC, and I think they'll make really good techs in the field, wherever they choose to do with that. And they were both part of our very first and second robotics competitions with our VEX robots. And they showed willingness to learn with extracurricular stuff like that, and they've been a joy to teach. So it's my honor to, we're going to do it one at a time? Or? Yeah. So Devontae first. And Cole.
Next, we call up Brenda Gurr, medical assisting instructor, who will introduce students Lauren Hammock and Jennifer Timmons.
Hello. I'm Brenda Gurr. If you can growl, you can pronounce my last name. Gurr. So these are my two MA students. We're going to start off with Lauren. So Lauren is the much taller one. So come up here, Lauren. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about Lauren. She didn't know what she wanted to do with her life. She was working at a fast food restaurant. She had a precious baby daughter, which y'all can hear her over there talking. And so she was torn between radiology and medical assistant. So she chose medical assistant. So when I think about Lauren, I think about somebody with a really, really kind heart. This girl here, she would go to clinical sites and she would wait on patients that the other employees did not want to deal with. They were contagious, most of them. And so when she would come back to class, she would bring germs, and then the class would get sick. But that's what kind of person Lauren is. Thank you, Lauren. She has been working in a physician's office in Dublin, so she did get hired. She passed her certification test. And so when I think about Lauren, I think about Maya Angelou, what she has said. And so my wish for you is to continue, excuse me, to have to deal with a mean world with your acts of kindness, to allow your humor to lighten and burden of your tender heart. And so I just hope that you continue to be the person that you are. Thank y'all so much to the vendors for the meal today, and for the Tools Foundations that have allowed Lauren to receive her award. And that's going to help her to go forward with her career, and I also want to thank Kathy Aaron for everything that she's done to help make this possible. Now we have Jennifer, and so when I think about Jennifer, when I first met her, she was really shy, but when you look at Jennifer, you see that she is small in stature, and what she makes up with her shortness, she makes up with her personality, because she has a really good personality. So she's faced many obstacles in her life. She took care of her sick mother. She had a house full of teenage boys, and she managed to keep up with all her grades. And I was very shocked at everything that she handled when she came into the program. So the classmates called her Jen. That was her name in class. And she took care, and always took the time to take care of the needs of everybody else. And that meant that Jennifer didn't take care of herself. So that's what kind of person she is. So she was the first one to be in class. She was the first one to take her and pass her certification test. And she also is an asset to the medical field. And Jennifer has a job also at a physician's office, so she's been hired. So when I think about Jennifer, I think about something that Theodore Roosevelt said. So courage is not having the strength to go on. It's going on when you don't have the strength. And so I hope, oh my goodness, you know that you make a difference in the lives of others. You realize your potential, and you will always be the person that you are. Don't change. Don't let anybody tell you that you shouldn't be the way you are. Anyway, she and I are grateful for y'all allowing her to have these tools, and we want to thank all the foundation, Lou Livingston, Evan Livingston, Fairview Park Hospital, everybody that's donated money for her to get what she's got. And thank y'all so much. And thank you, Kathy.
If you're in the market for affordable transportation, come into Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales today. Getting to work, school, or around town every day requires dependable transportation. And that's what you'll find at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales. We offer bank rate and in-house financing, so credit is never a problem. Come in today and see TJ, Trey, Alan, or Britt at Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, where good deals and good people meet. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales, online at DublinAutoSalesGA.com. Come by and see us at 606 East Jackson Street in Dublin, or give us a call at 478-275-2010. Wayne Kemp's Dublin Auto Sales.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dustin Gay. I'm a local orthopedic surgeon with Houston Clinic Orthopedics, and we'd really like to invite everybody to come out to our new office facility to take a look at it. It's a larger space with physical therapy, and we're just excited to have it, and we'd love for people to come out and visit us.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
Next, I'd like to introduce Scott Gray, practical nursing instructor, who will introduce student Ashley Howell.
I know I don't look it, but I'm a big softy, and Brenda brought some tears to my eyes, so just give me a second. Hello, everyone. I am honored to introduce Ashley Howell. I originally wrote a long introduction about Ashley and why I nominated her for the Tools Award, and thought about it and decided to just name a few things that the Tools Committee read in her essay, and I know you would be amazed to hear. I can't get into all of that. But in short, my reasons for nominating Ashley is she followed her grandmother into nursing because her grandmother is a hero. And Ashley thought all nurses were heroes. Before Ashley got in the nursing program, she actually performed CPR and recalled perfectly what she needed to do for her brother, another hero. And I'm sure she doesn't see herself as his hero, but I am sure he does. Ashley reported to nursing school pregnant and did everything she was supposed to and needed to do to complete the nursing program at OFTC, and passed her boards the first try, and is now Ashley Howell, licensed practical nurse and mother to Will. Ashley took one of my first ever statements in the nursing school orientation and had enough feistiness to tell me that she would prove me wrong. The statement was, "Very few people make A's throughout the nursing program." She took it personal and made it a point to let me know when grades would drop that she made an A, even if that was in my class and I was the one who put the grade in. She is one of the very few who made it through nursing school making A's. I could say more about Ashley, her circumstances, and why I nominated her, but drive, determination, resilience, fight, and family is why I nominated her. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Mackenzie Bray, radiologic technology instructor, who will introduce students Kaylee Goolsby and Zachary Floyd. And I'm sorry, I'm going to have to do this again.
Good afternoon. Like Miss Allen, I can't take the stage. I'm actually still in a boot. I'm honored to introduce Zachary Floyd as the recipient of the Tools Award in recognition of his dedication, perseverance, and commitment to the excellence in the radiologic technology program here at OFTC. Zachary has consistently demonstrated an outstanding work ethic, leadership, and a passion for learning that sets him apart. Balancing academic responsibilities with work and clinical rotations, Zach has shown incredible determination and resilience. His willingness to assist classmates, take initiative in clinical settings, and maintain a positive attitude reflects his strong character and dedication to the field of radiologic technology. Recently, Zach reached an exciting milestone by securing a position as a student tech at Dodge County Hospital, further preparing him for a successful career. The Tools Awards will provide valuable financial support, allowing him to invest in essential items such as scrubs, shoes, compression socks, and radiology markers. We always get asked about those. What does the L and R mean? Left or right? Ensuring that he has the tools needed to excel in his profession. It is with great pride that I recognize Zachary Floyd for his well-deserved achievement. His hard work, integrity, and perseverance will undoubtedly lead him to great success in his future career. I am also honored to introduce Kaylee Goolsby as a recipient of the Tools Award in recognition of her exceptional dedication, perseverance, and commitment to academic and professional excellence. As a student in the Radiologic Technology program here at OFTC, Kaylee has consistently demonstrated an outstanding work ethic, leadership, and a passion for learning. Throughout her time in the program, Kaylee has excelled academically, maintaining strong grades while balancing work responsibilities. Her willingness to go above and beyond, whether assisting classmates, volunteering for campus events, or excelling in clinical rotations, exemplifies her strong character and determination. Despite any challenges she has faced, Kaylee has remained focused on her goals, proving her resilience and dedication to her future career. Recently, she took a significant step toward independence by moving out on her own and accepting a position as a student tech at Piedmont-Macon Medical Center. The Tools Award will provide Kaylee with essential financial support as she embarks on this new chapter, helping her purchase scrubs, shoes, compression socks, radiology markers, and other necessary accessories for her profession. Kaylee's hard work, integrity, and perseverance have rightfully earned her this recognition, and I have no doubt that she will continue to excel in her career. It is with great pride that I celebrate her achievement as a Tools Award recipient.
having recently experienced some radiological challenges, I'm very appreciative of these students. I hope I don't have to do that again, but I'm glad they're there. Okay, next up, I want to introduce Natalie Smith, respiratory care instructor, who will introduce student Brianna Ellison.
I'd like to thank the OFTC Foundation for making today happen. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for y'all's contributions. Today, I'd like to introduce Brianna Ellison, respiratory care program graduate of this past class of 24. She decided to pursue her career in respiratory because she's passionate about helping other people. She wanted to make a difference in this world, and she has. Her dedication has been apparent. She never missed class. She's from Sandersville, and she was always the first person here. And oftentimes the last to leave. She worked hard both in the classroom and in the clinic. Every time that Kelly Braxton and I would talk to the clinical site, they would tell how much they'd enjoy Brianna being there at her facility because of her willingness to learn and also to help the staff. She'd help the staff even when she wasn't assigned to that area. Everybody wanted her at their facility. She did her externship at Piedmont Macon Medical Center. They asked her if she would please consider to work at their facility when she was finished with school, when deciding which job opportunity to take, and that's where she's at today. She deserves this award because of her hard work, her dedication, and her passion throughout the program. I'm honored to introduce Brianna to accept this tool.
I'd like to introduce Kelly Braxton, respiratory care instructor, who will introduce student Timoy Ellis.
Good afternoon. TILS committee, faculty, staff, students at OFTC, and family. I'd also like to thank the OFTC Foundation and our Board of Trustee members for your contributions to our student success. So today I will be introducing to you Mr. Timoy Ellis, and he is a respiratory care program graduate of December 2024. Timoy decided to pursue a career in respiratory care because he wanted to help others and serve his community while making a decent living supporting his family here. I can tell you that Timoy has overcome some challenges. When he first came into my office, he was brand new here from Jamaica, and he also did some healthcare and community service work there. So he decided to take a new avenue into respiratory care. So since Timoy was accepted into the program, I can tell you that he has worked just as hard, if not more than before when he was accepted to the program. He mostly never complained. His work ethic is always evident in his quality of care for his patients in the clinical setting and the initiative that he puts forth in the classroom. Timoy showed excellent leadership throughout the program as he served as one of our student representatives for Student Government Association, also known as SGA. They work as an advisory committee here to focus on subjects to benefit the college. He also had a star role in TV 35. If you ever watched TV 35, you might have seen him there. He participated in one of our spotlights for the respiratory care program, and he also advocates for his program in future career. So Timoy completed his clinical externship at Atrium Navicent Health Center in Macon. He rotated through several different critical care units, the nursery and PICU as well there. He continues to grow as a valuable resource in our respiratory care services. And Timoy deserves this award because of his hard work, his passion, his sacrifice, and his perseverance that I me and Ms. Smith saw throughout the program. So I will now ask Tamoy to please accept your Tools Award because you definitely deserve it.
Georgia Pools is now your authorized RecTech dealer. Summer's here and the temperature's rising, so make a big splash with friends and family now with a pool from Georgia Pools. Or relax in a luxurious hot tub or sauna. No down payments and easy financing. Don't wait a year for your pool. Georgia Pools has the manpower to get the job done. Georgia Pools has a large selection of pool chemicals and accessories. Come see our selection of Yeti coolers, tumblers, cups, and more. Call Georgia Pools today at 478-275-3607 or come by and see us at 1201 Hillcrest Parkway in Dublin. Georgia Pools, your authorized RecTech dealer.
If you're wondering when the best time to buy a new car is, it's right now. Hi, this is Don Carswell at Dublin Nissan in Dublin, Georgia, and the best day to buy a new car is every day. So whether you're looking at the all-new Murano, a brand new 2025 Versa, or you're looking for a great deal on a Z, we have all the choices here at Dublin Nissan every day. And now's the time to take advantage of all new discounted pricing on new Rogues and Pathfinders. We sell cars well every day at Dublin Nissan.
Next, I'd like to introduce Jeff Partridge, welding and joining instructor for the Jefferson County campus, who will introduce student Kason H. Davis.
Good afternoon. I must say, I remember the days when tools wasn't available to our students. They were only available to South Campus. And Tony and I both have talked about it. We got somewhat jealous. We wanted our students to have the same opportunity. And lo and behold, with Miss Kathy's hard work, the foundation, and all the donors, that's become available to our students as well. And I know in recent years, they've benefited greatly from this. It's prepared them to enter the workforce. And I just want to thank everyone today for making that possible. My name is Jeff Partridge, and Kason Davis is my nominee. Kason's been with me since the fall of semester of 2023, when he enrolled in the Welding and Joining Technology program on the Jefferson campus. He immediately enrolled after his senior year at Grovetown High School. I said, how in the world he wound up in Louisville? I asked myself that question a lot, but I think they live in Warrenton, and his dad taught in Columbia County, so while he was there, he participated in the welding program there, competed in Skills USA competitions where he did quite well while in high school, and that fueled his love for welding, which directed him to me. And I'm so blessed to have him as a student. With prior welding experience and knowledge, this gave Kason the edge in the program. Kason is one of those rare students that you can get him started on something and leave him, and you have to go and check on him and make sure he's still over there. You're not checking on him to see if he's still there. You're just checking on him because you don't hear anything out of him. He's just so busy working the whole time. He balanced work, going to college with me while being employed at Orstro Buildings in Louisville, Georgia. He passed many welding tests with me as well as with Orstro, and he's recently passed qualification tests with the Ironworker 709 local out of Savannah. He has great work ethics, very hard worker, uses every minute wisely while on campus. Kason has a very bright future, eager to learn, and I believe he will continue to gain knowledge and experience and be a very valuable employer to whatever employee he works for. I'm sure Kason will go far in life and be successful in whatever he chooses to do. So Kason Davis is my nominee.
Next, I'd like to introduce Tony Simmons, who, Tony, I vaguely recall when I was working at the tech school way back when, they started the welding program, and caught back up with you, having known you in previous years, but you continue to get younger looking while I age. But Tony's going to introduce his nominee, Preston Robinson.
Thank you, John. I know all of your family members. I'm that Tony that Jeff was just talking about, you know, down on the North Campus. I heard about tools some over 20 years ago from a comrade down here, Johnny Howard. I made mention of that the last time, and I think that has something to do with us having to have to write these out before we come up here. They didn't want me coming up here saying something that I shouldn't say. But no, I love this. I love this college, OFTC Foundation. We love you, and can't thank you enough for what you do for our students. It is with pleasure that I introduce and present this Tools Award to Mr. Preston Robinson. Preston coming to the program right after high school. And the first thing that I noticed about Preston was his work ethics. I mean, he really applied himself to the things that he was required to do. Preston also worked. Now, this is rare for high schoolers. High schoolers normally like to float, of course, after it. But Preston come into the program. He had a job and he was a full-time student. And he did very well. He worked diligently to develop his welding skills with an eagerness to learn. He was very beneficial to me, helping those students that were underclassmen to him. When I might be occupied doing something else, Preston would be in there doing my job. And Lee, this is the Preston that I was hoping to be hiring as my lab assistant, but he just made me aware he's been made an offer for a job at Washington County Road Department. So Preston, congratulations.
All right, I'd like to introduce Joshua Bridges, welding instructor for the Dublin campus, who will introduce student Nicholas Roll.
Hello, I'm Josh Bridges. I'm the welding instructor here on the South Campus. And so how did I come to the nomination process to pick Nicholas Rowell for this award? So I have a lot of students, and I just thought, you know, who is that one exceptional student? Who would I want to hire? Who comes in and you know, and treats this like it's a job? He's here on time every day. He's the student that he's got everything laid out. So I'm not only am I his instructor, I'm his advisor as well, and he's already got it planned out. He knows what classes he wants, what semester he wants. He knows, you know, from the beginning to when he's going to finish, he already has everything laid out. So he is my most exceptional student in the program. He is a student. He makes sure and gets my advice on every weld. He wants to show me every little thing, every little detail. As an instructor, once I find out your potential, that's how hard I'm gonna push you. And so I don't think I ever met his breaking point, but and he never cared about hearing one more time. You know, I might get a little frown. He don't smile a lot. He might give me a little frown. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So he wants to do his best. So he asked me one time, I want to tell a short story. He said, it was a 10-week semester, on summer semester. And he said, Mr. Bridges, I got an opportunity to go on vacation. It was with his girlfriend and her family. And he's like, I'm going to miss a week of school. So, you know, this is like doing a 10-week semester in 9 weeks. He says, is this possible? I'm like, Nick, if it was anybody else, I would say, no, don't do it, you know. But I know you're going to come in here and you're going to put in double the time and you're going to get the work done. So, you know, I'm going to let that be your decision. But if you're not concerned, I'm not either, because I know you're going to get it done, you know. So that's the type of student he is. And I want to thank you. I would tell you, I told his mom a while ago, I wish I had 30 just like him. However, we do have a lot of students, and a lot of good students, but it's been my pleasure to have taught you. And thanks to the donors for making this happen. Okay. WFTC Foundation. Thank you.
Every year, I am so impressed by the group of students that our instructors nominate. I feel like it gets better and better every single year. These students have certainly earned the tools that they are receiving today, and we are just so proud to be a part of their journey and helping them jumpstart their careers. So let's give these students another round of applause. And behind every one of these students is their instructors. And I think listening to each one of them today, you can see how much they care about their students, how much they pour into them. I mean, we heard so much in each interview with these students, how much these instructors go above and beyond. They pour everything into them. They come in early, they stay late. We even had one student say that an instructor brought them things, supplies after Hurricane Helene. I mean, this is not just a job for these instructors, it is a passion for them, and I'm so thankful to those instructors, and I know these students are too. So let's also give our instructors a round of applause. And also, it wouldn't be possible for these students without their families and their friends who help support them, who take care of their precious little babies, who, you know, encourage them all throughout every day of school to make sure that they, you know, have everything that they need. So thank you to those family members and friends who support these students as well. They wouldn't be here without you either. Quick reminder before we close out, tools recipients, sponsors, donors, instructors, please stay back for a group picture. And now I'll turn it over to Vice President Strickland to close us out. Thank you.
Today is one of my favorite days to get to see our students who are bragged on by their instructors, and you see that parent pride in the faces of the instructors as they walk to the stage. It just is a great day, a great reminder of why we're here and why what we do is important. So once again, I'd like to thank the Louis and Evelyn Livingston Family Foundation, Morris Bank, Smurfett West Rock, Fairview Park Hospital, and the OFTC Foundation. One of our biggest assets at the college is our people. We often say that, but don't get to share that with others often. Today, these instructors have demonstrated their passion, and the students have demonstrated the sacrifices they have made to persevere in their chosen programs of study. Congratulations to all of the tools recipients, their families, and the instructors who nominated them. Lastly, if you will please turn over your program for the day. If you have a number 5 at the bottom of your program, the plant on the table is yours to take. So these empty tables, y'all can go visit and have a plant as well. So we thank you for coming and hope you have a great day.